Okay, folks, I just wanted to give you a couple of words on studying for the exam. The first thing I wanted to tell you is, as I said in the syllabus, the most important thing for this class that's going to help you succeed is doing the homework and reviewing the homework. So that's super important. But I just wanted to show you a couple of other things in here. The first is that if you want to be allowed to take the exam, you absolutely need to complete the onboarding practice proctor track quiz that is here in the week 1 module, right? Onboarding practice whatever it says here, right? You got to be able to do that. And furthermore, you have to do that soon because it takes a couple days. There are actually humans involved who do something, I'm not quite sure what, with the stuff that you do. And so don't expect to just take this on the morning of the exam and magically be able to do it. Most of you filled out the survey about the midterm exam. Notice the midterm exam is Thursday, October 8th, 2020 from 9:30 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. If you did not hear back from me, if you haven't gotten a piazza from me today, Wednesday, September 30th, that means that I am under the impression that this is when you can take the exam. If you cannot take the exam at that time, then you should have let me know, and I will have sent you a message today on Piazza telling you when you're going to take it. In terms of this onboarding practice proctor track quiz, if you don't know what you're supposed to do, if you go into, this is the week 1 overview. Remember week 1? Way back in week 1. And in here somewhere, there you go, there's this whole thing about proctoring and what you have to do and do, right? But so please, please, please take that, do that. Okay, so that's so you can take it, but that's not why you're watching this. You're watching this because you want to study. A couple of things that might help you to study. The first is that some students are not aware of or haven't looked at the stuff that I have here in the introduction. Let me point out, in the introduction module, let me point out that there are PDF copies of every single slide that you see on the videos. So you want to review that lecture about in week 3 about regular languages. Well, all the slides are there for you to enjoy. But even, well, maybe equally usefully, I've put a bunch of my sample old midterm and final exams up on the web. And you can click on them. They're in that introductory module. I will give you this disclaimer, which says I absolutely make no guarantees that the practice exams here are anything like the real ones. Don't assume that you only need to know the material in the old quizzes and exams. But honestly, I have given you these because a lot of my midterms are kind of similar. And I strongly recommend that you take a look at a few of the recent ones and then work your way back. My suggestion is you pick a midterm, like my midterm from last spring, for example. And that gives you, this is the paper version of the midterm, but it's pretty much identical to the online one. There's some multiple choice questions that have a bazillion options because I like giving a bazillion options. And there are some fill in the blanks and some draw things, all sorts of things. So you can look at these old exams, and I haven't given you solutions to them in the traditional sense of printing them out, but I do have a bunch of YouTube videos where I walk through them and talk you through how I solved them. So I encourage you to take a look at that. I think maybe that was all I wanted to tell you. Yeah, I guess that's it. Study hard. Good luck. Remember, you can piazza me questions, and don't forget, oh, look, there's a getting started guide for exam proctoring. So look at that. That may have more information on that whole proctor track thing. First, proctor track is really something that the Canvas people and Rowan Online do. I'm not very familiar with it, other than knowing that if students try and do it the day of the exam, there's all sorts of problems. So don't leave it till then. Okay, talk to you guys later.